throw me out when you say God and stuff. When you start to say God.
That's still, man. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of weird. He just sitting out there like that when he going to school. You just happen to be just right there.
Right there.
That's him. That's that kind of. Yeah.
Be right back.
Brother Vince, what's up, man?
Oh, just, hanging in there.
What was up, brother? What was up?
It was on number 3.
Three?
And he said unto me, Thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified. Then I said, I have labored in vain. I have spent my strength for naught, and in vain, yet surely my judgment is with Yeshua, to Isaiah, Yahweh, and my work with my Yah. And now says Yahweh, that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Thou Israel, be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Yahweh, and my Yahweh shall be.
Now we know from reading that, your main goal is to, now that he telling you your main goal, he said, and now says Yahweh, that formed me from the womb to be a servant, to bring Jacob, because Jacob is Israel. And to him, through Israel, be not gathered, yet shall I be gracious in the eyes of Yahweh, and he shall be my strength. Our goal is to bring Israel back home to the Father.
That's right.
That's our main goal. That's our main objective. If we don't know nothing, that's one thing that we know. We don't know everything, but at least we know that we're going to bring them home, that we're Israel, we're 12 tribes, it's not whatever.
That's right.
All that other doctrine, all that other teaching, all that other preaching, if you don't know it, don't preach it.
That's right.
Preach to bring Israel home. Give them say the law, statutes, commandments. Because we know it's simple. Law, statutes, commandments. Law, statutes, commandments. Israel, that's how we're going to get home. Law, statutes, commandments.
That's right.
That was interesting. You have to read.
Yeah, but one thing I'm learning, everything happened for a reason. Everything happened for a reason.
He was smoking, cursing.
I said, strangers, you never know. You never know.
Wait, was that Israelite or that was that? So
Try to spirit with the spirit. That's one thing I can tell you. You know, can't just go by how somebody look. That's they spirit. You gotta, you know, everybody rise. Thought I seen Chante Car.
I seen it too.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and start. All right. Almighty Father, Ahaya, we humbly approach you today, and we thank you, Father, for allowing us to come together on another Shabbat. Please, Father, allow your word to get edified. Forgive us, Father, and have mercy upon us. And please do with our brothers and sisters that truly love you, Father. In the name of your Son, Yeshua, so be it.
So good. More praise to Zion.
Right. Let's get started today. Love to welcome everybody back to Shabbat. Another week. Praise the higher. You know, we all still alive, we still here. I know we're gonna do a little recap, but slight change of plans. Today's topic is gonna be about watching. Now, we all been called by higher. We all got woken up. That we should thank him every day for. However, there are requirements that come with being a Israelite, being a watchman. All right? I'll show you what I mean by this. Let's go to first our favorite scripture, Isaiah 58. A lot of our brothers love to use, and we're going to go over that today. Isaiah chapter 58.
what verse? That goes down.
So 1 and 2.
Good. How you been? Good.
Hey. I'm not that.
Hey, little one. Hey, 2 twins. Wow. Hey.
Deep one.
Come on.
Sister Kim?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We're on the chapter of Isaiah 58.
Gonna bring another chair around, bro. Slide that one on the side.
She said, oh, this one back there.
You wanna get him, sister? Then you down here. Don't you know? You can slide on that.
Take off on top of
This, brother. Give it, sister. Oh, honey, you grab that, baby. Right there. Yeah. But I remind me of mine when it was there like that. I got you, man. Yep.
Back to the lesson. This we're on Isaiah chapter 58, 1 through 2. And today's topic gonna be about watchmen. Again, we Israelites. We know we Israelites. Ain't no doubt about that. But like some may think that oh, wrong one. Yep. Hey, what's going on?
Dress for success?
No,
No.
wrong one. Yep.
Where's the other multi-purpose room?
I think
No,
downstairs
downstairs.
there are like huge rooms. But yeah.
Thank you, sorry.
No problem. All right, that's Isaiah chapter 58, 1 through 2, brother.
Okay then, cry out loud. Okay, everybody get that.
All right, man. You about to like mine.
Everybody has it? Just Isaiah 58, 1 and 2. Cry out loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me daily, and delight to know my ways as a nation that did righteousness, and forsook not the ordinances of their Yah, their God, in their period. They're talking. They ask of me the ordinances of justice. They take delight in approaching to Yah.
All right. Now, first verse that we just read says, cry loud, spare not, right? Do you understand that that is our job as Israelites? We have to show other Israelites what's right. But the only way we can do that, we got to be keeping the commandments too. You see what I'm saying? There's more to it than just screaming out, sister, why you got pants on? Brother, where your fringes at? You know, but are you following commandments? Are you in that position? You see what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong, we all need correction. Ain't none of us gonna ever get past that. We all gonna need correction. So that's why every day this is a daily thing, a daily walk. See what I'm saying? So yeah, cry loud like a trumpet. It says, show the people their transgressions, the house of Jacob their sins. So yeah, if we love our brothers, we truly love our brothers and sisters, we got to let them know, man, brother, pull your pants up. Why are you doing that? Sister, why you got them tight pants on? What are you doing? Don't you know that's causing lust? Brother, your pants hanging down. Do you know where that come from? That's a disgrace. It's all different types of ways you can talk. You show gentleness. You show love. You don't have to curse them out and scream at them and beat them down. It's all how you do it. You can actually pull them to the side and talk to them and let them know what's going on. You know, be respectful. But at the same time, be stern. The Father gave you this. Now let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 33. All right. We all watch YouTube. We all see all our brothers and stuff out there, and they look good. Don't get me wrong. When I first woke up, I was like, wow, we can do that? We can actually jump down on somebody? But think about it. Are you showing them love? Let's say one of your brothers and sisters walk by. They don't know this knowledge. They don't know the Bible speaking to them. They probably heard of Christianity or anything, but then you done jumped on them about the law. They like, what are you talking about? This is all I know. They gonna get offended. That's why you have to pull them to the side and talk to them.
Well, if they already know and they refuse, would you take more precaution and be a little bit more aggressive with them if they already know the truth?
To be honest with you, you show them their transgression, we're going to bring this out today what it is. You're getting that blood gift off your hands. If you do not show Israel their transgressions, you have this knowledge, the Heavenly Father going to hold you accountable. That goes for all of us in here. All right? Let's hit that, brother. Ezekiel chapter 33. We're going to read the whole chapter. And this was one of our ancestors, Ezekiel. All right?
Ezekiel 33, verse 1. Again, the word of Yeshua came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people.
Right there. So watchman's job is to let you know of impending destruction, to let you know that death is coming. This is what we're doing in these last days. We prophesying. We letting them know, look, death coming. Right? Keep going, brother.
If when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
Now, think about this now. He just said you blow the trumpet, right? That don't mean we get out there with a shofar horn on the corner and be blowing the trumpet. What it means, you start speaking, you start talking. That's how you blowing the trumpet. You letting them know. You see what I'm saying? Again, it's all about love, brothers and sisters. It's about love. You know, I know it's hard, and I know some people, they gonna scoff at you. But we're gonna go over there too. We're gonna go over to you about why some people scoff. You know, and why some, what they call foolish people, how they gonna reject knowledge. The Father talks about all of that. Keep going, brother.
I'm here for it again, brother. That's okay. It says, then whosoever hears the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
See right there? Ahia telling you straight up, I done gave you this knowledge. I done appointed you a watchman. You do not go and warn your brothers and sisters and they die. He said, that blood on your hands and I'm going to kill you next.
Right.
That's what he's telling you. That goes for us now.
Right now.
You have to tell your brothers and sisters who they are. Do not hide your talent. This is a gift. Remember, we didn't do nothing to earn this. None of our works got us here. Our Father called us to do this. Keep going, brother.
So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou doest not speak to warn the wicked from his way, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand.
The Father telling you again what he gonna do if you do not speak up, you not say nothing to him. He said, again, I'm gonna require your blood since you don't want to come forward, since you don't want to help them. Don't think you're gonna get in my kingdom if you ain't gonna do what I tell you to do. Because that's showing you right there, you don't love your brothers and sisters. You don't care. You don't even care about my command. That's basically what the Father telling you. Straight up.
So if I miss one person, let's say I miss this one person because we got into an argument and I didn't talk to that one particular person, will I still be held accountable for that?
Did the scripture say you're gonna be held accountable?
Yes.
For it? Yes. The Father's very specific in what he wants done. Ain't no loopholes. There's no loopholes. If you have an argument with somebody, you need to settle that before you go to him.
That's right.
Before that sunset, you need to go to your brother, y'all need to talk it out. Or your sister, y'all need to talk it out. If you're in the wrong, apologize for what you did. I mean it. Don't just, I'm just going to apologize to the Father, going to read your heart. He's going to know if you're sincere or not.
That's right.
Yep.
Because certain people don't hear it. Some people will just say, because last time I do apologize to certain people, they don't hear it. They'll say something mean to me, something nasty about me. It's like, what should I do?
Well, you doing your part. Remember, you put above all of that. You know that, right? When he called you, you actually put above that. Regardless of what they do, you did your part. We got to endure to the end. Yeah, we're going to get slapped, we're going to get kicked, we're going to get punched, we're going to get called names, all kind of stuff going to happen to us. But the Father not gonna let you go through something you can't handle. That go for all of us. And trust me, Satan know them buttons to press too. And he gonna come at you, he gonna press that same button.
Every last one.
Yep.
That's right. That one you're weak at, he gonna touch.
He gonna come at you. We have to look at our ancestor Job. None of us ain't went through that. And Job didn't even know it was a Satan. He-
Peter, Paul, and
Yeah.
them.
He thought that was the most high doing that to him.
Mhm.
And he still endured through all that. So what's our excuse?
Amen.
See?
Amen.
So you do your best, you know? Do your best. I know you're gonna get called names again. I know it hurts. It hits you right here. But the Father looking to see what you're gonna do.
Your reaction.
Your reaction.
We're gonna talk about you, all that gonna call you in. You gotta be able to take it.
Keep going, brother.
Nevertheless, if, you know, Ezekiel 33 verse 9. Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his ways, to turn from it, if he do not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Therefore, O thou son of man, speak unto the house of Israel, thus ye speak, saying, if our transgressions and our sins be upon us, and we pine away in them, how should we then live? Say unto them, as I live, says Yahweh, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn from his way and live. Turn ye from your evil ways, for why will ye die, O house of Israel? Therefore, thy son of man, say unto the children of the people, the righteousness of the righteous shall not deliver him the day of his transgressions. As for the wickedness of the wicked, he shall not fall thereby in the day that he turneth from his wickedness. Neither shall the righteous be able to live for his righteousness in the day that he sinneth. When I shall say to the righteous that he shall surely live, if he trust to his own righteousness and commit iniquity, all his righteousness shall not be remembered. But for his iniquity that he has committed, he shall die for it. Again, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, if he turn from his sin, do that which is lawful and right. If the wicked restore the pledge, give again that he hath robbed, walk in the statutes of life without committing iniquity. He shall surely live, he shall not die. None of his sins that he hath committed shall be mentioned unto him. He has done that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live. Yet the children of thy people say, the way of Yahweh is not equal, but as for me, for them, their way is not equal. When the righteous turneth from his righteousness and committeth iniquity, he shall even die thereby. But if the wicked turn from his wickedness and do that which is lawful and right, he shall live thereby. Yet ye say, the way of the Yahweh is not equal, O ye house of Israel. I will judge you, every one after his ways.
So right there, when we read these scriptures right here, the Father telling you, you're not going to get away with that wickedness that you did. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to get away with it. He's still going to judge you. You may look and say, man, how he going to get away with that? The Father ain't equal. What's going on? Father telling you right there, you're going to pay for your evilness. You're going to pay for it. So don't think you're going to get away with it. Everybody answers. Everybody. That's the thing. Everybody going to answer. The Father watching everything. All right, keep going, brother.
And it came to pass in the 12th year of our captivity, in the 10th month, in the 5th day of the month, that one that had escaped out of Jerusalem came unto me, saying, the city is smitten. Now the hand of Yahweh was upon me in the evening of 4. He that was escaped came and had opened my mouth until he came to me in the morning, and my mouth was open, and I was no more dumb. Then the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, they that inhabit those wastes of the land of Israel speak, saying, Abraham was one, and he inherited the land. But we are many. The land is given us for inheritance. Wherefore, say unto them, thus says Yahweh, ye eat with the blood, and lift up your eyes toward your idols, and shed blood, and shall ye possess the land? Ye stand upon your sword, ye work abomination, and ye defile every one his neighbor's wife, and shall ye possess the land? Say thou thus unto them, thus says Yahweh, as I live, surely they that are in the waste shall fall by the sword. And him that is in the open field will I give to the beasts to be devoured. And they that be in the forts and in the caves shall die of the pestilence. For I will lay the land most desolate, and the pomp of her strength shall cease, and the mountains of Israel shall be desolate, that none shall pass through. Then shall they know that I am Ahijah, when I have laid the land most desolate because of all the abominations which they have committed. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from Ahijah.
Again, what's happening in here? He's showing you that all these people that's doing these abominations and all this stuff, you clearing yourself by letting them know the warning. That way they can't say, oh, we never heard this. You see? You're letting them know. The wicked gonna do wickedly regardless. Please understand that. They are going to do wickedly regardless. That's what they're here to do. But you as a watchman, your job is to let them know. You still have to let them know. Alright? Keep going, brother.
And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear the words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness.
See that part right there? Their mouth shows much love. Now, a few classes back, we've been talking about the heart. But you have to understand something. How do you show love? All of us can sit here and say we love somebody. Our enemies tell us that they love us constantly, and they smile. They smile at you. Jalen, I love you. And they smile at you just like that, don't they? All of us in here can testify to that. But your heart says something else. Your heart speaks totally different.
Yeah, that was the action word.
It's an action verb.
Action.
Yeah, you're right, action verb, but it's a verb. Verb is action.
It's action.
That's right.
All right, keep going, brother.
And lo, thou art unto them as very, very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument. For they hear the words, but they do them not. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet has been among them.
Yep. So again, the whole purpose of this chapter is, again, it's about showing love. We just said it's action. What you're doing is when you talk to your brothers and sisters, you letting them know of their error, because you don't want them to die. And again, you clearing yourself. You washing that blood off your hands, getting that guilt off you. Now, we're going to go over an example that happened to another ancestor of ours. We're going to go back a little bit further in time. We're going to go to Joshua. This is Joshua chapter 7, go 1 through 26. All right?
Say it again one more time. Brother.
Joshua chapter 7, 1 through 26. Toward the front. It's like right behind the Torah. Right behind the Torah.
I see it.
See?
What chapter again?
Really? That was like Joshua. Yeah. Joshua chapter 7. It's going from 1 through 26. We're going to do the whole chapter.
Well, man, I had to wash some dishes.
talk about that too.
Um,
Yep.
Joshua.
Yeah.
That's Deuteronomy.
Right behind Deuteronomy. Yep, right behind the Torah.
That's Deuteronomy, Joshua.
It's gonna be 1 through 26.
All right.
Now, I want everybody to pay very close attention to this. And you're gonna see how serious our Father is about keeping these commandments.
All of this, you're gonna read all of this, you said?
1 through 26.
All right.
And this applies to us to this very day. To this very day, this applies to us. All right?
All right, brothers and sisters. It says, now after, Joshua 7. Okay. Okay, it says, but the children of Israel committed a trespass, and the accursed thing from Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zabdi, the son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, took up the accursed thing, and the anger of Yahiah was kindled against the children of Israel. And Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai, which is beside Bethavim, on the east side of Bethel, and spake unto them, saying, go up and view the country. And the men went up and viewed Ai. And they returned to Joshua and said unto him, let not all the people go up, but let about 2,000 or 3,000 men go up and smite Ai. And make not all the people to labor thither, for they are but few. So there went up thither of the people about 3,000 men, and they fled before the men of Ai. And the men of Ai smote of them about 36 men, for they chased them from before they gave the gate even unto Shebarim, and smote them in the going down. Excuse me. Wherefore the hearts of the people melted and became as water. And Joshua rent his clothes and fell to the earth upon his face before the ark of Yahiah unto the eventide, he and the elders of Israel, and put dust upon their heads.
Right there. Do y'all know why Joshua doing that? Y'all know why he's feeling like, what's going on, Father? Why we got kicked? Why did we get killed? What did we do? You've been with us all before. What's going on? Keep reading, brother.
And Joshua said to Lawless, O Ahiah, Ashur Ahiah, wherefore hast thou at all brought his people over Jordan to deliver us into the hand of the Amorites to destroy us? Would to Yah we had been content and dwelt on the other side of Jordan? O Yahiah, what shall I say when Israel turneth their backs before their enemies? For the Canaanites and all the inhabitants of the land shall hear of it, and shall environ us round and cut off our name from the earth. And what wilt thou do unto thy great name? And Yahiah said unto Joshua, get thee up, wherefore liest thou thus upon thy face? Israel has sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant, which I commanded them. For they have even taken of the accursed thing, and have also stolen and dissembled also, and they have put it even among their own stuff.
Right there. Now I want y'all to pay close attention to what was just read. He said Israel has sinned.
Mhm.
Remember this, Israel has sinned. This why I did this to them.
But you go back to me being a watchman, when, okay,
Mhm.
this had to get spoken before for him to say you broke a covenant, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got it?
Mm-hmm. Bring it out, brother.
Okay, go to Joshua 6 and 18, 19. Joshua 6, 18, 19.
She's 18, 19.
Mm-hmm.
Said it again, brother.
Joshua 6, 18, 19. Now, Father gave them warning. Joshua gave them warning. Moses gave them warning, but his right here doesn't show you how they broke the covenant in that other scripture. Joshua 6, 18, 19. It was back one page.
And ye in any wise keep yourselves from the accursed thing, lest ye make yourselves accursed. When ye take off the accursed thing, and make the camp of Israel a curse, and trouble it. But all the silver and gold and vessels of brass and iron are consecrated unto Yahweh. They shall come into the treasury of Yahweh.
There you go. Now he gave us a question right there not to do this. But over here, he telling them that Israel sinned. They broke the covenant. We had already warned them in 6, 8, 18, 19.
You got to say 16, 19.
No, 6, 18, 19. So when they heard it, now they're responsible. If he never said it, they were innocent. They got warned. The going Trump, they got warned. Now they did it. They didn't follow instructions. They got told not to do it. What he said not to do, they did that very thing. And Joshua lost because Joshua didn't know they stole. But now Joshua saying, oh, he told them, get thee up. Like a man. Israel had sinned. They broke the covenant. Joshua didn't know that, but Father knew it. He cannot hide no secret from him. He's showing that what's done in the dark matter. When you do it, he know when you transgress the laws that's commanded. See, we may not know somebody in this room saying against him, this and that, but Father gonna know. But all of us are guilty because we heard it. If we never heard it, we can never say that, I never heard that, I'm not responsible. But now you have heard it, you're breaking the law. That's how we're saying means transgression. We transgress when we know it.
Another good point too, remember what we just read? The whole camp got punished. Everybody got punished.
That goes this way, yeah.
Okay. Got that door, bro?
No.
Show. Does.
Joshua chapter 7. The point that was brought out is that they had warning. They had specific instructions. They had orders what to do. The whole entire camp got punished. And we finna find out why. Right? Keep going, brother.
And Joshua 7.
Yeah, 7 and 12.
You need the Bible, sister? Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, therefore, we're on Joshua 7, verse 12. Therefore the children of Israel could not stand before their enemies, but turned their backs before their enemies, because they were accursed. Neither will I be with you anymore, except ye destroy the accursed from among you. Sanctify the people, and say, sanctify yourselves against tomorrow. For thus says Yeshua of Israel, there is an accursed thing in the midst of thee. O Israel, thou canst not stand before thy enemies until ye take away the accursed thing from among you. In the morning, therefore, ye shall be bought according to your tribes. And it shall be that the tribe which Yahweh taketh shall come according to the families thereof, and the family which Yahweh shall take shall come by households, and the households which Yahweh shall take shall come man by man.
See, so what's happening now is they're trying to figure out who did what, who took this accursed thing. So now they got to bring every tribe, man by man, to try to find out what's going on. See?
So that's how they're going to find out they will get every individual person that count.
Well, think about it. The whole entire camp got punished. A lot of ancestors died because somebody took this accursed thing. Somebody brought filth into the camp.
So this one person could get, could die.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's
Pay
coming.
attention.
It's
Pay attention to what's happening.
So
But again, all these stories from my ancestors so we can learn today. Because all this stuff that goes on back then, it affects us today. Today. Again, now that you've woken up, that you know you Israel, yeah, you're going to get held to it. Keep going, brother.
And it shall be that he that is taken with the accursed thing shall be burnt with fire, he and all that he hath, because he hath transgressed the covenant of Yahweh, and because he has wrought folly in Israel. So Joshua rose up early in the morning and brought Israel by their tribes. And the tribe of Judah was taken. And he brought the family of Judah, and he took the family of Zarites, and he brought the family of the Zarites man by man, and Zebdi was taken. And he brought his household man by man, and Achan, and the son of Carmi, the son of Zebdi, and the son of Zerah of the tribe of Judah was taken. And Joshua said unto Achan, my son, give, I pray thee, to Yahweh Shiraiah of Israel, and make my confession unto him, and tell me now what thou hast done. Hide it not from me. And Achan answered Joshua and said, indeed, I have sinned against Yahweh Shiraiah of Israel, and thus have I done. When I saw among the spoils a goodly Babylonish garment, and 200 shekels of silver, and a wedge of gold of 50 shekels weight, then I coveted them and took them, and behold, they are hid in the earth in the midst of my tent, and the silver under it. So Joshua sent messengers, and they ran into the tent, and behold, it was hid in his tent, and the silver under it. And they took them out of the midst of the tent, and brought them unto Joshua, and unto all the children of Israel, and laid them out before Yahweh.
So Achan already knew. Again, when you go back to 6, they already knew you weren't supposed to take nothing. But he did it anyway. And he cost our brothers and sisters their lives. Well, our brothers, because our women didn't go out and fight, taking time. But our brothers lost their lives because he decided to do what he wanted to do. Keep going, brother.
And Joshua and all Israel with him took Achan the son of Zerah, and the silver, and the garment, and the wedge of gold, and his sons, and his daughters, and his oxen, and his asses, and his sheep, and his tent, and all that he had, and they brought them unto the valley of Achor. And Joshua said, why hast thou troubled us? And Yahweh shall trouble thee in this day. And all Israel stoned him with stones, and burnt them with fire, after they had stoned them with stones.
See how serious this is? Please, everybody, tell me that y'all see this. Y'all see how very serious this is. What did his daughters do to deserve that? He brought all this on their heads. He brought it on his ox, tents, everything he had got destroyed, tore up. But before that, the entire camp got punished because of this one person. Keep going.
And Joshua said, why hast thou troubled us? Yahweh shall trouble thee this day. And all Israel stoned him with stones, and burnt them with fire, after they had stoned them with stones, and they raised over him a great heap of stones unto this day. So Yahweh turned from the fierceness of his anger, wherefore the name of that place was called the Valley of Achor until this day.
So he got stoned.
He got stoned. His entire family got stoned, and they got burnt with fire.
And his ox got stoned too.
Everything. All his possessions.
And
Because he willfully violated the commandments. It was no, oh, I didn't know, or I didn't hear it. He heard it. He knew it. Again, we just read about the watchman. That was sis. That's Ezekiel 33. We had read the chapter going all the way down. The whole point about being a watchman, and like he tells you, if you do not warn your brothers and sisters of their error and they die in their sins, he gonna require your blood. I mean, he gonna take you down too. You're not gonna walk in no kingdom. You got to go out. You got to do your job. And I mean self-examination as well. He called you for a reason, so you got it in you. You can do it. All right. Let's go on to the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus 11 and 7. And again, this is what I mean. A lot of our brothers and sisters want to use Isaiah 58. Again, cry loud, spare not. They want to cut you down. I guess they think that's going to get them in. But at the same time, you can do a lot of damage By screaming and yelling at somebody, if you ain't showing them gentleness, you're not showing love, you're not showing patience, you can do a whole lot of damage just by screaming at somebody.
Where we going at?
We're going to Apocrypha. We're going to Ecclesiasticus, what they call Sirach, but it should be labeled Ecclesiasticus chapter 11 and 7.
Say it one more time, brother, please.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 11, verse 7.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Chapter 11, you said?
Yeah, chapter 11, verse 7.
Verse 7. There we go.
Okay. Anybody has it?
Yes, sir.
Just start at 7 and 8.
7 and 8. Blame not before thou hast examined thy truth, the truth. Understand first and then rebuke.
Right there, just that little part right there. It says, blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Learn the truth first before you jump down somebody's throat. Understand them first. We all got circumstances. Things happen. That still ain't no excuse, but learn first before you just start cutting. All right? Keep going, brother.
Answer not before thou hast heard the cause. Neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk.
Get to the bottom of it first, brothers and sisters. Again, we all got to do this. It ain't an easy job, but the Father know what He's doing when He pick you. It ain't easy, trust me. All right? But again, I'll read it over again, 7 and 8. It says, blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first. You got to have that understanding. And then you rebuke. Once you understand the cause of that person's transgression, then you rebuke them. But again, that comes with that love, that comes with that patience with them. Right? And it says, answer not before thou hast heard the cause. So make sure you understanding very clearly, crystal clear what you're hearing. Sometimes you got to take it to the Father in prayer first. You see? And it says, and neither interrupt men in the midst of the talk. So if you, with this part right here, if you happen to walk up on your brothers and sisters and they talking it out, let them talk. Don't just jump in and, yeah, you wrong, you wrong. Sit back. Sit back first. Be patient. Don't be so quick to jump, because if you done jumped in and got yourself cut. All right? You got something? Somebody got something? All right.
No, go ahead.
Let's get Proverbs.
Wait, so what happens if you go find someone that just, like, if you, I understand about listening back and listen, what happens if that person, like, just kind of walks away from you, like, they know the presence of you, and they walk away, should you follow them, or should you?
No. You don't have to run somebody down. Proverbs 18:13, everybody.
18? Chapter 18?
Proverbs 18:13.
18:13.
Eighteen.
13.
Brother Isaac. He that answers a matter before he heareth it, it is folly and shame unto him.
He that answers a matter before he hears it is a folly and a shame. Again, you go out giving counsel and you don't know what it's about, the shame gonna be on you. It's gonna be on you. Again, patience, listen.
It's a little bit urgency.
But think about it. Just say like you was out preaching, right? On a corner. Like perfect example. Like all three of us had went out that time. Remember when that brother Callie came up? Now we could have jumped on him, cutting him to pieces. But sitting there listening, again, all glory go to the Heavenly Father higher. Listening, now we find out what was really wrong with him. We find out he had went into another camp and they tried to sleep with his wife. They took his money. But you would have never known that if we hadn't listened. If we'd have just jumped down on him, brother, that was your fault. You did that. You brought that on yourself. That would have turned into a straight bloodbath out there. Not physical bloodbath, but it would have been bad. It would have been real bad. But now he had an understanding. And we had an understanding just by listening to him. Now we could rebuke and show correction. Like, brother, well, did you seek the Father? Or was you just following men? The scripture clearly tell you don't follow man because they're going to lead you to your own end. You have to follow the Father. See? But we'd have never known that. We'd have cut him up. See? But that goes in any situation. Right?
Well, earlier, the guy I was preaching with, I was already sensitive. I was already very planning to cut him down, as you were just saying. Pounce, metaphorically.
Yeah. But did you listen to what he was saying?
Yeah, I was listening.
Did you understand what he was talking about?
Yes.
Did you have your scriptures ready? And then your shame come in. Yep. Proverbs 19, everybody. Proverbs chapter 19, go through 20 and 29. Now this goes about what you had asked, like if somebody walks off. This is actually talking about them, right?
What chapter?
19 of Proverbs. We're gonna start at 20 through 29.
I don't even want to listen. They never even heard of it. They just don't. They just. Chapter 19, verse
20.
20.
20 through 29. Okay? Hear counsel, and receive instructions that thou mayest be wise in the latter end. There are many devices in man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of Yahweh that shall stand. The desire of man is his kindness, and a poor man is better than a liar. The fear of Yahweh tendeth to life, and he that hath it shall abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil. A slothful man hideth his hand in his bosom, and will not so much as bring it to his mouth again. Smite a scorner, and the simple will beware, and reprove one that has understanding, and he will understand knowledge. He that waits his father and chasts his mother, is a son that causes shame and bringeth reproach. Cease, my son, to hear the instruction that causes to err from the words of knowledge. An ungodly witness scorneth judgment, and the mouth of the wicked devours iniquity. Judgments are prepared for scorners, and stripes for their back of fools.
See this right here, how deep that is?
So let's say about the mother.
About the mother, you listen to the instructions that you get from your parents. This it's a more spiritual, deeper meaning than that too, about your father and your mother. But the instructions that they give you, man, you turn away from that, man, you bringing shame on yourself.
No, your parents. Sometimes your parents are a little mean.
Well, think about it. Your parents have experience. They live longer than you. You still have to show them honor. You still got to show them respect. You see?
You know, they were. That my parent not like my mom's not like this, but let's say my mom was abusive, like really, really abusive. I still have to show that my parent respect.
You still got to show your parents respect. You still got to show your parents respect.
Regardless of abusive or not?
Even if they're abusive, but at the same time, the higher will deliver you out of situations.
And it all depends on what you did, too. When we leave out that part, there's always two sides to every story.
But what can I really do if I really was like super young? What type of experience would I have to even be abused that way? Because if I was 7 or 8 being abused, like what type of any life experience I learned in like 5 or 6 years?
Well, I tell you what, you're getting off good, because these days it really ain't Bruce. It's just what you're not really used to.
You gotta look at a clear point. He said abuse. Abuse mean abuse, no matter what. Point blank, he said abuse so far. He getting abused like you getting abused. Abuse is abuse, no matter what. So, somebody abusing you, you automatic is the one that's getting oppressed. You don't want to get abused. You don't want to get torn down. You don't want to get beat up that you don't deserve.
I want to say one thing. What type of abuse? Verbal or physical?
Both.
Okay. So you got whips, so you got bought this, or did something just cut your heart? Well, my mama say no, or the dad say no. That's what it is.
No.
Stiff downs and bruises now.
And the scripture says spare the rod,
Rod,
spare
spoil
the
the
child.
child.
Spoil the child. So therefore, when you get a whip, you only doing what you're supposed to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you getting a chastisement, whip, beat on the bike, your butt, this and that, you get what the Bible says get. But if you get abused, that's going out of the way of chastising in your child.
True.
You get what I'm saying? Abuse is one word, chastising is one word. Whoop, spank your child, those are different things. Abuse is abuse no matter how you
Yeah,
feel, you know what I'm saying?
today, these days, you can tell the kids no, and they're not a Bruce. They feel like you done come for us.
Well, that's it.
Can't get a nice.
That's it. Called the world, so you can't even whoop your kids. So therefore, now they're thinking abuse is just yelling, hitting them on the hand.
Yeah.
They call that abuse. That's not.
Yeah,
You know,
Bruce
spiritual.
getting hit with the black cast iron pan, getting hit with that tied up switch from out the backyard that you had to go
Wait. I
get.
got
With the belt
I got
in the shower.
Wait.
There's a lot of different abuses, brother.
That hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, those whooping.
On here, brother.
Well, are you supposed to get whooped?
Yeah, we just
Mhm.
we'll get tore up.
Toe up.
So we got tore up. I got hit with switches till they broke the tree.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma couldn't get them off the limb.
Which is hurt.
Wet, like he said, wet.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't get that. Y'all think now, y'all think abusive. No, we ain't
One of them frontons out there beat you and everybody in the camp with you.
Mm-hmm.
Then take you home to their mom, but then you might get it again.
But you have to realize also, not to put over, but like when I grew up, Sister McGill, Corinthians, Dennis, if I disrespect a man down the street, he'll tear me up, whoop me, take me home to my father. My dad would whoop me. He not gonna side with me, he gonna side with that man. Back in the day, you got whooped from anybody, any adult.
What?
That's right. Any adult was able to beat your behind and
When
take you
your
home with
parents
that.
find out about it, you got another
You
one.
got another one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't seem too fun.
And y'all think it's unfair now, but brother, when we grew up, we took it. Like little men and little women, we took it because we know we were wrong.
Yeah, but I think someone that's beat your own child, that's kind of mean.
That's the day how have a trust around the day. But like nowadays, you did something wrong, you disrespect adult parent, they beat you behind and send you home to your parents. Your parents beat you behind again.
So would you want you want some stranger to whoop your daughters or your sons?
They doing wrong, according to they'll learn to not to disrespect no elder, no adult.
She chastised because they love you.
Yeah.
Some parents don't love their kids. That's why they gone now to go to juvenile camps, do other stuff.
Get worse and
Already
worse.
got a record. Time they get 18, they gone to prison. So sometimes you have to be thankful for that. Thankful that they love you enough to want to chastise you and say you need to get it right.
In school, y'all still get
Just
powders. We
reproof,
used to get powders in
reform. That's
school.
it.
No,
We used to get powders in school.
we don't get no paddles.
We
I'm
used, to,
right.
we used to get powders in school. Big old piece of wood, thick old piece of wood. Pull your pants up in your butt, and they used to hit us in the time in 10 with
They didn't
10.
do that in high school.
You get two, or you can get suspended. One of the two. Well, I would take the hits because
I take hits.
I'm not gonna go.
How hard is the
yards-
hits?
yards all day.
It's hard.
My
It
grandma-
burn like fire. Like somebody put a match
And
in
the
your
wood,
butt.
they stick. So they had that in times.
Mhm.
And they talk about bringing them back because kids so disrespectful these days.
You think the kids were allow that because school be a lot more
I mean,
suspicious
it'll
than
be a lot of
now?
suspended. It'll be a lot of suspended.
Because
They took the word out of schools. They took the commandments out of schools and all that. So there's no basis that they're following. They're only following the lawless rules and regulations that they make up.
the 9 times out of 10, I'm probably gonna just fight back because I'd rather not get whooping by someone
Just
else.
behave and do what you need to do. That's it. Behave. Do what's right. You're a smart young man.
But the whole thing is, with your situation, right, the father called you and woke you up.
Yes.
So you know this law,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So how you gonna go out and rebuke somebody, but if you're not following it yourself? See, you got to understand, you claim that you understand this, that you know it. So you got to start applying it to your life.
What do you mean by claim? Because I didn't say I didn't know. I know the information, but what you said, I claimed that I know the information. I never said that.
But you claiming it by going out preaching to people and telling them that they're doing this and they're doing that. Because you did it in here. You did it in here. We all watched you.
Well, I did what?
Tell people that they wrong, they doing this, why you ain't coming to class, why you not doing such and such.
Oh yeah.
See,
But that was from the past, so
it don't matter, you still doing it. That's claiming that you know this.
but now I just keep quiet.
we watchmen, we can't keep quiet. That's the whole lesson. We can't keep quiet. We don't have that option. I mean, well, you can keep quiet if you want to, but we just read exactly what's going to happen to you if you do not tell your brothers or sisters what's going to happen to them. You're going to meet the same fate they meet by just being quiet. You can't just sit there. All right. Now we're going to Ecclesiastes 7 and 5.
Back to Apocrypha?
No, we're in right behind Proverbs. It's chapter 7 and 5.
7 and 5?
Mm-hmm. Another scripture I want to go to first. Yeah, let's go to Proverbs 1 first. I'm sorry. Proverbs 1 first.
One.
Yeah, chapter 1. And then we'll go there.
Okay, Proverbs 1, verse.
And this is going to explain to everybody about sometimes when you do try to talk to some people, they walk off or they don't want to hear. It's going to explain the different types of people, right? Go ahead, brother, when you get there.
What verse? What verse?
One, sorry.
1 and 1.
Okay then, the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding. You going on?
Yeah, keep on, brother.
To receive the instructions of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity. To give suitable to the simple, to the young man, knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear, and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain to wise counsels.
Yep. So see, when you stick to this word and you start giving counsel, the wise man gonna hear you. He gonna understand it. You see? Keep on, brother.
To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise, and the dark sayings. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and
And
instruction.
instruction, right there. Ones that walk away from you. Ones that give you that blank look when you're trying to talk to them. We're trying to give them that understanding that from the word. Read it again, brother.
The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
So it's saying a fool despises wisdom and instruction. He don't want to hear that. He's set in his way. He's happy. That's why he's walking away from you. He don't care. You see? So that's why you shouldn't feel bad if he walks away from you when you're trying to help him. Keep going, brother.
My son, hear the instructions of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother, for they shall be an ornament of grace unto the head, and chains about thy neck. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us wait for blood, let us lurk, prevail, for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave and whole, as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path. For their feet run to evil, and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk trivial for their own lives. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief places of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof.
All right, hold on. Before we go into 23. 22, it says, how long will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight, in scorning. And fools hate knowledge. So again, the wicked gonna do wicked regardless. Regardless how much knowledge you give them, they're gonna do what they want. All the way up to their death. But again, that's what they created to do. See? Now, this part right here, keep going, brother, 23.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called, and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set a not all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Now, this is the Father talking. You don't want to hear none of his reproof? He said, I'm going to laugh at you when you fall. That's him telling you that. He's saying, I'm going to laugh at you. Kind of takes away from that whole Christian doctrine, don't it? That he loves everybody. Everybody's forgiven.